Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today I have Nc'nean on my cask. Nc'nean is a distillery on the, I think, west coast of the Scottish mainland. And they are really a really upcoming distillery, let's say it that way. And they produce gin since, or not gin, it's actually not a gin, a botanical spirit since 2017. Triple distilled, and it has a very nice combination of botanicals. Amongst them, juniper, bog, myrtle, thyme, grapefruit. So a nice combination of usually botanicals that will be associated with the gin, even with juniper in it. But for some reason they not allowed to call it a gin, or maybe they don't want to call it a gin. Because here on the back it actually says, oh, you can't really see that on camera probably. Here it says spirit drink, and it's 40% ABV, and made by nature, not by rules. They always have such inspirational things written on the backs of all these bottles. So let's have a look how this botanical spirit drink is actually out there, because I know a good amount of gins where I would say, hey, the juniper is not the main character. Because as in rules that I know gin of, there's one rule, I think it's also within the European Union now, but dates back into historical laws. That means that gin comes from Juniper, and that is the French word for juniper. So it has to be the main flavor of the drink has to be juniper. And there are a lot of gins out there who don't have the main flavor as a juniper, and probably with this one as well, but they actually stick to the rules then. But it's not made by the rules then. Ooh, smells like a gin. Oh, but very fresh with a lot of herbs in it. Yeah, you can really feel the thyme in there, but you can also feel the juniper in there. I would even say it's not the least junipery gin that I've tried, but the thyme is really strong. For some reason, it just reminds me a little bit of that lowland feeling. I don't know if it's just in my head or if it's really the triple distillation. And also in the flavor, you have a lot of. You can feel the grapefruit, you can feel the thyme. It has really a lot of herbs and spices in it. Yes, the juniper takes a little bit of a second place in the flavors, but it is there. Yeah, it is there. So this is not a gin, if this is not a whiskey, why do I have it in my glass? Because it just feels like a gin, and I think nobody would have said anything if they would have actually called it gin, because it really has that juniper flavor in there, in the nose, and a little bit in the taste. So that would be more than enough from my point of view to call it a gin, seeing what else is out there on the market. Yeah. Nice gin, and I can really, it's really round and very well made. So that's a good drink. That's a good spirit drink. I like it, and I know I can see why the Nc'nean distillery is really on the upcoming side of the business, because they really do something right. Yeah, that was it with my take on the Nc'nean Botanical Spirit. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.